Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tim and this is Tim the Trailman, and today I've got an exciting install that I'm excited to put on the truck to improve its longevity. And so I'm using VSE's, their L5P oil catch can for my 2024 Chevrolet Silverado Duramax diesel. This is not sponsored by them. I spent my own money on it. And so as always, you know, the products are going to be sponsored by my wife unless otherwise stated. So let me give you a couple of reasons why you would want to purchase a catch can for your diesel. Two main reasons. One is you can take the recirculation out of the crankcase ventilation and run a hose down below your truck. I got a lot of comments on that on my other install when I did the crankcase ventilation upgrade. That's just going to leave oil in your driveway, oil going down the road. It's going to make a mess. It's not environmentally friendly if you're for that. As a whole, I like it to recirculate. The problem though is it's still taking all that ventilation from the crankcase, oil, sludge, and things like that, and running it right back into the turbo. So for the second reason, this catch can is going to capture all of that in this can, and then you just dump it, recycle it responsibly, and that's going to be saving all that nastiness from going into the turbo. That's my main reason for using this, and they tell me this fills up quickly. My personal opinion is that Chevrolet and them should put this on from the factory so it would prolong the L5P. My other personal thought on that is that they don't do it because people don't even pop their hood to check their oil or top off their washer fluid. So if they were to have this, then it would just be another thing that would be neglected by the car's owner. On that topic of being neglected, if you do forget to dump that or something else was to happen, VSE has done a great job in engineering. There is a bypass valve in this that will allow oil to just recirculate through the top. So it's going to prevent the diesel run-on from the engine getting away from you, grenading and things like that. So it does have a safety bypass built into it, but the main goal is to keep this emptied and clean so the catch can do its job and prolong the L5P. So let's get over to seeing what parts are included in the kit, and then we'll jump right into the install. Okay, so the things that are going to be included in the kit are a little bit different than what the VSE video shows. So this is the catch can, this is the top half of it. This arm and this bolt are not attached when you'll get it. You'll have to put that on yourself. And then two hoses of the same length. They look different in length, but let me show you. If I just move this one over to here, then it magically gets to be longer. So that's going to be the same. This is going to be 5 hose clamps that you're going to use for the hoses. This nut is in the kit, but I don't know what you'll actually use it for. If you know, let me know in the comments. And then here are multiple different adapters to attach the hoses to the truck and the catch can. And then this looks to be 2 spare O-rings for over here. So I'm going to hold on to those. I'm not for sure, but they do look to be the same and that they'll fit. So let's get over to the truck and put everything on. Okay, so diving right in, I do have a competitor's crankcase ventilation kit, and this is going to be different than what VSE is showing on their video as well. They do have an aftermarket kit. I would love to have it, but just can't spend the money on it since I already have one doing the job. And so the fill for the oil is in a different place now because of that. So in their video, you'll see the hose come straight off of the 2025 model and will come straight over to the catch can. I'm gonna have to play around with this and see if the hose is going to reach the catch can or not without blocking the new fill port. And like I said, the VSE one does the same thing. It moves the oil fill. So this is convenient for filling, but may be complicated with the catch can. And then here is the hose. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that, take that clamp off, and we're not going to reuse that hose. Okay, so as I just pointed out, attach this bolt and this arm first before bringing it over. And in their instruction videos, they want you to attach this first to this void. There's a massive gap here. You could probably fit a whole 4-cylinder engine in it. To the battery bracket. This is able to be spun and clocked into different angles, and then this can also be turned. So all you're going to need is a 13mm socket. If you have a cordless drill, you can do that too. I'm just going to do it by hand here. And then you can attach the catch can easily after you mount this. Slide this just underneath in between the battery hold down and the other piece. It's a 2-piece hold down. Start that in there like so, and then just run this in till it's snug. You can also leave it loose so then you can move it on that bolt as well. So if you do need to, you can move this out of the way this way and then turn it. So we'll see what happens when we get to that part. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take that factory hose off over there and then show you what that looks like. Okay, so let me show you what I got. This end that went over to the top of the air horn had a hose clamp that was provided, or I used from a toolbox to put that back on. I just had to use a 5/16 socket, standard screwdriver, something like that. And then we reused the factory one. The thing that I don't have, I'll put up on the screen, is those hose clamp pliers that you squeeze and ratchet down to release this. So I couldn't get this off. I want to reuse this L bracket, this 90, on that crankcase ventilation kit because it's already there, and I should be able to use that hose coming over it. So I will most likely take this off, put on the VSE hose, and then use one of their provided hose clamps. These are 6mm or Phillips screw. So of course I'll put the hose on, tighten it down, and then I don't have a wrench big enough, and I don't own adjustable wrenches. So I just had to use pliers to take this off. I'll use it to tighten it, and it'll be the same for the catch can itself as well. So let me go ahead and get the hose set up on here, and then we'll reattach it over there and we'll see where it comes into play with the catch can adapter. But basically, you need to run a hose from the crankcase ventilation to the catch can over to the air horn. So VSE's video is less than 6 minutes long, and I'm probably taking a lot longer than that. Let's get it. Okay, so I went ahead and got the hose here. It is ran way down there. You can kind of see the fitting there, and it is going to most likely come over the top of the oil. Maybe try to move it out of the way. One of the things I did try to do is use this U-shaped mount for the hose down there and have the hose come around, but this is too tall. It gets into the inlet for the turbo, and so I tried it, but it's not good. If anyone else is running an aftermarket crankcase ventilation, whether VSE or someone else's, let me know if you are having to do the same thing and cover up kind of the fill port. It's not the end of the world for me because I normally use a funnel anyways, but I'm gonna go ahead and route this over to here, get this set up. I'll probably just put the adapter on the end here, and that way I don't cut the hose down in case I need more later, and put that on there, and then run a hose from here to here. The one thing they mentioned in their video is that they were gonna provide oil. I did not have any in mine. I feel like that'd be hard to ship. So if you need some oil, get it off the dipstick from the truck, or some brake grease or lithium grease, just to help you slide these on to these barb fittings here. So if you're having troubles installing that like that, or running the hose over there, a little grease will help you a long ways. So let me get this hose put over here. We'll run that one and kind of see where this sets up, and then we'll be done. All right, so there you have it. I've got the hose ran from like the air horn. I got it from the crankcase ventilation over here. I use these two 45-degree and then hook them up, and then I've got the catch can on. The way that you do it, I can't do it one-handed, but you pull this up and then you just turn that. It is the easiest thing in the world. So it's not threaded like you gotta spin it 98 times and you don't know when it's gonna fall off. It's literally just like a quarter turn, and then this indexes it to keep it locked. The biggest pointer here is leave this loose, leave this loose. I did move this a little bit closer to the upper radiator hose, and then that way these hoses were able to stay full length. I did not cut the hoses. So the can is down there, plenty of room, won't interfere with anything, and it looks good, and it's going to help the L5P last forever. All right, so there you have it. That's how you install the VSE catch can for the L5P Chevrolet, and I am excited to have it. I look forward to dumping the oil and the junk that comes out of there. I'm going to check it every 1,000 miles. The diesels do produce more bypass or blow-by than regular gas engines. I do have a catch can on my 2020 4Runner from another maker, and I love it. It's just telling me that I'm saving my engine. So let me know down in the comments if you have any pointers on how to install it, what you did, if you believe in a catch can, or if you're just kind of old school and you dump the oil, just run a hose down to below the truck. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just here to learn and make videos on products that I think that will do well for the vehicles long term. So if you like more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and thanks for watching.